cute. Okay. Let's talk about box dye while I dye my eyebrows. Do you know someone the other day asked me how I highlight my eyebrows? And I was like, no, that's just gray hair in there. I might not have it on my head for some reason. Some people get it in their brows first. Me, it's my eyebrows, unfortunately. I just trimmed them because they get real bushy. I get them threaded usually, and oh shoot, I forgot a brush. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Got the brush. So I use a 10-minute Express Professional Color. Honestly, I'm gonna talk to you about how box dye is bad, but quite frankly, actually, the Just for Men, like mustache and things, those work really well for a lot of people. I just like this one because it's professional. Let me get this all applied. Oh my gosh, it's hard to do this in a camera versus the mirror. Basically, box dye at the store, it's not the best. It uses almost 20 to 30 volume, which hair color comes in demi, 10, 20, 30, and 40 legally in the US. 30 volume is what it uses. So if you're covering grays, that is gonna work great. But a lot of people, what they do is they actually pull the color all the way through. You should really only be using demi or 10 volume. So after a couple of times, that really damages the hair. And then that conditioner, you know, that you get, has a bunch of dimethicone in it, so it makes the hair feel so smooth and soft. It basically tricks you, and then once you wash it out, it feels bad. So if you're using box dye and must, only use it on your roots for grays. Do not pull it through because you're going to create damage, and then doing it over and over again actually be a problem. But like eyebrows, because you don't do it very often, it can be okay with the Just for Men, which I really like. But if you're going to use box dye at home for blondes, brunettes, redheads, whatever you are, make sure that you're only using it on your roots and then getting like a gloss. It would actually be better to go to like a Sally's and get dye and have them help you there if you're gonna pull through. So I kind of overdraw them a little bit. I like to make sure that they're really covered. Let me go grab a timer. Okay, so I'm back. This is a 10-minute timer. My grays are really resistant, so I let it go for 10, and then I kind of push it through, and then 5 more minutes, and then rinse it out. But yeah, the moral of the story is for box dye, use it only on your roots if you have to, I get it, but a Sally's is gonna be better, or just going to a hair salon and getting it done. But for like brows, Just for Men actually is really good. If I didn't have access to professional color, I would probably use the Just for Men. A lot of my clients use it, but I use the Agora 10, which is a 10-minute color, and a lot of my guys like it because it's only 10 minutes. You don't have to wait for the 45-50 minutes, go under a dryer. And it usually stays pretty like true to color. Also, there are some other brands that are really good. DPQ is really awesome for creating, like, especially for brunettes that like that true brown that doesn't turn red. It's one of the best ones I've seen for people. Some of my clients that do it at home or in between that don't want to come in every few weeks. But yeah, I'll show you what this looks like in the end. And also, it's gonna stain a little bit. If you do at home color, it's really important. Have a shampoo, don't get it in your eyes. I also don't recommend doing this at home, but if you do, be careful not to get it in your eyes, and do kind of a double shampoo and then a conditioner to set the pH, and then try not to really sweat or like get it too wet within a day or two. Also, if it stains, a really cool trick is micellar water. So like if you remove your makeup with it, it's really gentle and it actually scrubs off pretty nicely. But I will be back in about 15 minutes. Alright, the timer's up. They look good and crazy. Alright, one more reapply. Alright, so that's reapplied. Let's do 5 more extra minutes. I don't recommend this at home your first time unless you know how your eyebrow color works. Follow the instructions, but they don't go too dark. You can do it. 5 more minutes. I'm gonna go wash my bowl. They look so dark. Alright, give me a minute to wash them off. Double shampoo, conditioner, but first what I like to do is wipe them. Beautiful. Great. Do you throw it away or flush it? You flush it right away because I don't want this to stain anyone's toilet or sink. Also, be really careful when you're washing this out because it is really close to your eyes. I'm gonna wash it out. Okay. Actually, normally I would use like the micellar water to get rid of stains. Oh, spazzing out. They didn't really stain though. Normally I would take a cotton swab and do that, but it doesn't need to, but they look perfect. No grays. I just need to go get them threaded now for a little more shape. But yeah, that's how you color your eyebrows. But the main moral of the video was if you're gonna do box dye, only do the roots, don't pull it through, or go to Sally's and get professional dye. It's pretty affordable there, it's just a little bit more of a science experiment. But yeah, eyebrows are complete.